we'll show you guys the rod bearings. And man, it's not a good story over here. Let's see if I can get it to focus. What is going on, guys? Welcome back here. It's another day here at Just Because. All right, guys, so we got to get this crank pulley off. Just for tonight, I'm just going to focus on removing the bolt. And then maybe sometime in the morning or whatever, I'll worry about taking this whole pulley off. So guys, with that being said, I brought out the big guns. That's right. I bought this today, and my hopes and prayers are that 1,200 foot-pounds, it comes right out. So guys, I'm gonna set this up real quick, and just give me 1 sec. Sorry, rotate this up. And over just to here, and up just to here. Cool, guys. Ready? Let's see how this goes. This bolt was no match, baby. No match for that 1,200, baby. Let's get it. All right. Well, that literally took all of what, 10 seconds? So it was a big purchase for 10 seconds of work, but probably 3 or 4 hours of headache I saved there. So I'm gonna just leave this here for now. Honestly, just give me a second. I'll pop the battery off and should be good. Alright guys, so like I said, that's what we're going to just do tonight in this quick section. Tomorrow morning, we'll work on getting the pulley off. It's a little late here, and just trying to get everything situated here tonight. Just want to get that off, just to make sure that that was going to work, guys. So we'll catch you here in the next clip. Alrighty guys, what's going on? So we're back down here. So pretty much right now what we're going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and come over here. Open up the, this wasn't just happening. Open up my new puller kit, and I'm gonna set this up on here, try to get this pulley pulled out. So stay tuned, guys. We're just gonna kind of speed right through that. What is going on, guys? So I had to go back to the store. That remover did not work for this pulley. Reason being, pull this off and show you guys real quick. Reason being is that that other remover style, it requires some bolt holes around here. But this one does not have any, so I need one to be able to grip behind these little tabs right here. So just something to look out for, guys, before you go and buy tools. Just make sure, obviously in this situation, if you're trying to get this out and you don't have bolt holes around there, make sure that you get the one that has like the jaw type arms on it. So with that being said, guys, I'm just gonna time lapse through this, try this again. Just gonna put this tool together real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and pull that thing out. Alrighty guys, what is going on? So finally got it out. Kind of took a little spill. This is not what I was wanting, but you know what? I don't really care. I do not really care. Give me one. Just this. Sorry guys, I'm out of breath. That took a lot of work. Darn it, I'm gonna sit somewhere. Oh. Too much. Alright, did it again. Alright. Alrighty guys, so I broke one of these. I broke the 4-inch one because I should have started with the 6-inch one, but whatever, too late now. I'm actually probably gonna return it, get a different one. So guys, next thing, we'll be doing this a little bit later tonight because I gotta have ready for work, but we're gonna take off this timing cover, pull the timing chain, oil pump, all that. And once we get that out, then we could start unbolting the crank up top and hopefully be able to maybe pull it out tonight. Again, obviously rods and all that too. So guys, stay tuned. Be right back with you a little bit later. Alrighty guys, what is going on? We're back here tonight. Not gonna be out here for too long tonight. Just gonna see what kind of progress we can make because I have to work kind of early in the morning. So first thing we're gonna do is get this timing cover off. And then from there, we're probably just gonna start working on these main caps here, and then start rotating rods and bolts, or rod bolts, pull those out, and get that going. All right guys, so stay tuned. I'm gonna just kind of keep this going at a steady pace, like I said. Timing cover is just gonna be these. These look like 10s. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 of them. I'm gonna pull that off. Once we get the timing cover off, we'll come back to it. Alrighty guys, so we got the timing cover off. Just based on the looks of it, looks like next thing to come off is the oil pump. So these 4 bolts, and then not 100% sure, but that should be enough. Well, once I get that off, then it'll be a little bit easier to see, but so we're gonna do that first guys, and once we get that off, we'll come back and revisit this. Alrighty guys, so we got the oil pump off. It was just those 4 bolts, and then it literally just kind of fell right off. So that was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know exactly how this comes off, but I'm gonna look into it, and we're gonna go ahead and I want to say the way to do this is taking these 3 bolts off and then popping the chain out, and I think, or popping this out, and then this will be able to pop the chain out. I'm not 100% sure. So real quick before I get into this, I'm going to look it up. And once I have it looked up, we'll jump back over here once I go ahead and get it on, and then I'll explain to you exactly what I did. Alright guys, so I was right. It's just these 3 bolts, and then there's a little like dowel pin in there. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that well right in there. So I don't think for us specifically it's going to matter, but for those of you guys who are going to be reusing your stock internals, make sure that you line up the teeth so there's like an indent on your cam gear. And then it's hard to see because this one's a little filthy, but there's also an indent right there in the crank gear. So you just want to line those teeth up. So this way you can kind of get everything back up and running the way that it's, or lined up the way it's supposed to be, guys. So now we could just pull this gear off and kind of lift it once I get it out. Obviously, ideally, you want to probably do this the other way around, especially if you're not taking out your crank. But I'm not gonna lie, this timing chain looks like, this all looks like it could have been replaced at some point. Like this whole gear, honestly, even the oil pump looks like it could have been replaced very recently too. So I'm not 100% sure if this specific gear will work with our new cam once we get it. So we're just gonna keep that over here for now. And the timing chain, got the crank pulley. It's a little dark in there, but just kind of storing that for now. All right, guys, so with that, we should be able to start, should be able to start getting these bolts out. And then once we get these mains out, then we can get out the rod bolts, and everything should just kind of start coming out relatively easy. From that, once we get the upper or the lower half kind of all the way out, everything taken out, then we'll rotate the engine again, and we're gonna try to get the cam out as well. Just want to have that right side up because there was some lifters and lifter trays still in there. They were kind of temporarily welded by sludge, so those are probably no good anyways, those lifters, so I'm not too worried about them. And I'm getting new trays because they're so cheap. You might as well just do it while you're in here. So yeah, guys, so just stay tuned. We're gonna get this off, and then we're gonna start working on getting that crank out. Alrighty, guys, so anyways, alright guys, so we're back. Just real quick, so for these, there was these 2 bolts like I showed you guys before on each cap, like right there. There was also one on the sides here, one on this side and one on this side for each cap. So just make sure you get those before you start poking and prodding. Another thing I just realized too, this rear main cover, needs to come off. Point being is because this last cap, I don't know if you could tell very well, this last cap is tucked underneath that. So this is going to be interesting because I got to get behind in between this. Should pop right off in theory, so and it should come out at the top. Worst case scenario, kind of just leave it hanging here until I can get the crank out. Once I can get the crank out, then I have, you know, all of this from here to, you know, at least here to play with to move forward and back. So stay tuned, guys. We're just gonna go ahead and pop that off real quick, and then we'll be right back with you. Just so you guys know, it's kind of the same as the timing cover. This one has a few more bolts, but 10 mils. This one has 10, 11, 12. This one has 12. Yeah, 12 bolts. And then it's got a gasket in between, so it could be a little bit more difficult. Might have to do some prying. Also guys, if you guys saw earlier, you know, I was putting the bag right here to put the bolts in. This doesn't really matter for me since I'm tearing it apart completely down to the bare block. But if you're going on build up, the smartest thing to do would be to never put a bag inside of the engine that you're trying to build, for obvious reasons. You know, you don't want to lose any bolts in there. So yeah guys, so just stay tuned. This is probably gonna take a little bit longer since kind of don't have much room to work with. So just stay tuned guys. Like I said, pop this off and we'll be right back with you. Alrighty guys, so we were able to get all the caps off, and this rear main cover here as well. So these main bearings don't look, or these main areas on the crank look okay from what I've seen. And this is our trouble area right here, because this is the one that has that weird rod knock. So, but they all look pretty good so far. I'll inspect a little bit further once I get the cam or the crank out. But right now guys, we're actually just gonna start taking out pistons here. So, because that's the next step, we gotta get those out, and then once we get those out, we can pull out the crank. And then I don't know if we'll be pulling out the crank tonight, but worst case scenario, I at least want to get a rod or two out and see how that, I specifically want to get that one out. So we're gonna work towards that and see how that looks guys. Alrighty guys, so we've got these two out. Well, this one's not quite out yet, but just a little bit of that, and it's out. What's in there? But anyways guys, so we just got to keep those there because they got to come out through the top, or well, the bottom. But that's not gonna happen without this crank out. So guys, this is our hurt one. It's definitely got some stuff on it. Definitely took a beating. We'll inspect a little bit further once we get it out, but we'll show you guys the rod bearings. And man, it's not a good story over here. Let's see if I can get it to focus. These things are scorched. Let's see. Trying to do it with like no background here. It's having a hard time focusing, but I can assure you that these things are absolutely fried. That's one side, that's the cap end. This is the actual rod end. I mean, literally feels like they were run through a grit blaster. So those are absolutely done. So this is the cap here. Not terrible. Little bit of some depth in those, but yeah guys, so that's gonna be it for tonight. We're gonna go ahead and call it there. Like I said, I have to work early in the morning, but I'll be back in here tomorrow night and finishing tearing this apart. So yeah guys, just stay tuned. We'll be right back with you. What is going on everybody? It is the next day. So unfortunately the video got a little too long with the first half of the teardown. So unfortunately we are gonna have to set that up in the next video. But don't worry guys, you guys will see this 6.0 is getting ready very rapidly to go to the machine shop. But yeah guys, with that being said, I want to thank everyone so much for all the love and support, friends, family, and everyone new to the channel. And Also, I want to remind you guys to smash that thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button. Turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time we post a new video. With that being said, guys, just remember, if anyone ever asks you why you do what you do, you let them know it's just because. And I'll catch you guys next time.